Welcome to the TDC Today's Show communities. My name is Sue Roscoff. The Disability Channel, or TDC, is out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, showcasing abilities. TDC is committed to providing quality digital media production services, education, and employment programs by and for persons with disabilities and veterans. TDC offers digital media production, video production, post-production, social media, and podcast creation, production, and support. TDC offers education and employment programming, which includes digital media courses to persons with disabilities who are unemployed and underemployed. TDC also offers community partnerships. Through partnerships and sponsorships, community partners and organizations become ability champions by supporting media created by and for people with disabilities and veterans. We are your USA team and are so happy to be here and bringing in some wonderful friends. And I am going to start out with the lovely Debbie. Come on in and say hello. Welcome, Debbie Miller. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great, Sue. Thank you for having me. I appreciate your time. And I say hello to all of our TDC family all over the US. And well, it actually is starts from Canada, right? So hello,
Does.
everybody. I'm Debbie Miller with Prepaid Legal Services, and I'm here to help families all over North America have access to uh, legal firms in their area for just family protection, but also for small businesses, and great way to make some extra money as having your own business. No matter what your abilities are or how you're set up, you can run your own business with support from Legal Shield and from me. So I love that the accessibility of it is right there for all of us, and the ease of using your phone to run your business is amazing. So thank you, Sue, for this opportunity. Back to you.
So glad you're here, Debbie. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to go ahead and bring in Marianne of Waikiki. She is in the house here as well and always has so many wonderful things going on. Marianne, how are you doing tonight? Oh, and we are muted right now. Just a second here as we get our sound. There we go. How you doing, Marianne?
Aloha, I'm Marianne of Waikiki. I'm the author and Apple game developer of the Acts of Kindness series, featuring 200 folk manus puppets. And my books are written for animation movies with sign language characters. I won the Awesome Grant Foundation Award in July, and we gifted the Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind our second book, Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully for Anti-Bullying Month. And we offered our first book, Underwater Acts of Kindness, featuring the General of the New Earth Army on Veterans Day to download for free. So guess what, Sue, we got going on here? We have an Apple app game featuring Greta Gobble on the golf course. Now we know Thanksgiving is coming up. Meet Greta. You get to learn the numbers 1 through 9 as she golfs on the golf course. You learn the numbers in sign language from our YouTube channel, the Acts of Kindness series, created with Trevor Gibbs from the American Disabilities Act, a charity revolution. So great to be here. Got lots of games and activities to share with everybody throughout the next couple of holidays. And a big shout out to one of my social media influencers is Santa Papa John, and he's out promoting the books as well. And so you can watch him and follow him on TikTok. And another shout out to Leon McLaughlin, Clean Water Foundation, another partner who delivered a water unit to the Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind in October with the Acts of Kindness books. And it really hit home too, because being Veterans Day, the Red Hill over there, the Navy, a lot of families were misplaced several years ago and continuing because of the contaminations in the water. So I'm real happy to know that my deafies at the Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind have a water unit that will give them clean water, fresh drinking water. And we want to multiply the acts of kindness around the world. Aloha, I'm Marianne of Waikiki.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Marianne. And we do have another wonderful friend joining us here tonight. Alan Holmes is a great friend of the show. Alan, come on in. How are you tonight?
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be around the world. This is Alan Holmes, your master connector. I am so honored and privileged to be here. Thank you so much, Sue. Yeah, I specialize in connecting business owners, whether they work at home, affiliate marketers, nonprofits, or the veterans. As he says, I'm a 13 Bravo, U.S. Army 13 Bravo veteran. So hello and kiss all your veterans. Thank you, Marianne, for what you're doing. And of course, Debbie, protecting us with the legal as well with their services. Collaborating, connecting, and networking is what I love doing. I had the honor and privilege of meeting another gentleman earlier actually yesterday, that is creating the largest uh, humanitarian organization that has to do with schools, churches, and in nonprofits. So it's going to be very creative. I actually watched him, birth this idea, shared this idea with me, and he's telling me he's been working on it for a while. So I just said that because I never know how I'm going to meet, and I just stand by saying thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. I don't have my brother from another, but EC Marketing for All with Christian and FamilyShieldPro.com has always been a supporter of this. Take care of the veterans and mental health advocates. Thank you, Disability Channel, for what you do. I know there's another superstar waiting in the ring, so I'm gonna stop talking now. Back to you, Miss Sue. Thank you, and to each one of you, happy holidays and early 2024, almost over. Back to you.
Oh my goodness. I know it is kind of a shocker to think about that, isn't it? I'm not ready for it to be done. I got things to do yet. But we do have a new friend joining us tonight for the first time. Robert is in the house. So, Robert, come on in and give a big hello to everyone. How are you?
Well, hello everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Or today or this morning, wherever you're watching from. I'm Robert, and I wanted to share a little opportunity, something that I'm involved in, if you guys don't mind. It's an opportunity called Treasure Island Network. It's basically a reality TV show that's going to be based on the internet only so far. And it's going to be 3 seasons of the show of 2025. And it's just basically going to, you're going to be able to earn off of, you loan them, loan them a certain amount of money, and then you'll be able to earn off of 30 income streams once you loan them that money. And to me, that's just incredible. And if you want to learn more, you can go to my website, which is T Roberts. That's ROBERTS TI. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Roberts Treasure Island. I don't remember. Oh my gosh. If you have any questions, email me at connect with rmpetro@gmail.com, and I can give you all my information. I'm sorry, I'm just a little frightened here, but I shouldn't be, stage fright. So thank
You're
you very
good.
much. God bless everyone. Have a great night.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Robert. And you know what? Speaking of the man in the house, quite literally here, but we do have Kurt joining us as well. So come on in and say hello. How are you doing tonight, Kurt?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
So I'm wondering if you want to share a little details about a big event that's taking place this Saturday night for Project Die Hard.
Absolutely. We are looking forward to it. And we just got done with a sound check and we're going to be carrying it over Zoom. There's a Zoom connection available that people can come in and watch and be in the gallery. And there's going to be a live audience there in Seattle, Washington. So the lead of the band is Brandy, so it's go by Brandy Wine or is it Brandy Wine?
Brandy Wine is the band.
Wine, Wine, Brandy Wine. So yeah, I was just talking to her and her tech team, so they're ready to go. It's gonna kick off. They're doing setup stuff at like 6:30 Pacific time, 8:30 Central, and they should be jamming away by 7 Pacific, 9 Central, and it's gonna go till about 10:30 Pacific time. which means 12:30 a.m. Central it'll go to. So yeah, a full night's worth of entertainment and all the benefit Project iHeart, projectiheart.org. And so we'll see how good this fundraiser does. She sold a lot of tickets, so the tickets sold out there in Seattle. All the proceeds coming to combat veterans suicide by spreading hope to veterans.
Excellent. And I want to piggyback on that as we're getting into this holiday season. One thing that Brian with Project iHeart has said to us many times is check your vet, especially during this holiday season when there is unfortunately that spike in suicides that is seen. That is a way to, in a very simple way, to make a difference for somebody you know. Give them a call, text them, send them a card, do something to reach out and check on your vets. That said, you can also check on, I'm sure we all know people who are not able to get out, reach out, do things out and about much. Those would also be really good people to check in on and make sure that they're doing the best they can be doing as well. Because, if you reach out to them, their day's already going to be massively better than it was when they got up in the morning. It makes a difference. So check your vet. So I do want to go ahead and just ask everybody about one of two things. I'm wondering, we're going to do a little around the room here of if you want to have a comment about what Veterans Day is for you, what it means to you, or if you want to give us a little sneak peek of what's coming up for you this holiday season. So they kind of both play in with this time of year. So I'll let you take it whichever direction you'd like. But if we can go on, I'm gonna go in the same order I started with. So Miss Debbie, if you would like to go ahead and start, I would love that.
Well, wow, yeah, it's obviously we just had Veterans Day here, Remembrance Day, and that was important. I had great uncles that were in World War II, and Ken's brother was in Korean conflict, I guess it was. Anyway, so we remember them and honor them and appreciate the sacrifices that they made. Thinking about the holidays, my son now, one of my sons is actually deployed at the moment and won't be home until shortly before Christmas. So that makes the holidays a little different and special all the same. So
Excellent. Well, we
those are
thank them
my
all
thoughts.
for their service. That makes a difference for the family too, right? It's not just that you have one person that's deployed, that affects the whole family. So it's actually special thanks and recognition to all the members of the family for what that all means to carry on and do all the things while somebody is out protecting all of us, doing all those things that I'm not a veteran myself, so I truly appreciate what sacrifices people make along the way for my benefit, for all of our benefits. So we say very, very heartfelt thanks.
Thank you.
So Marianne, I'm going to pass it over to you on reflections with Veterans Day, or if you want to talk a bit about what's coming up here for your holidays.
Well, this past Veterans Day, I offered our first book, Underwater Acts of Kindness, free on Veterans Day. So the book is on Amazon. It's also on Audible. We have coloring books featuring Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab. And everybody can visit the YouTube station and meet the characters. And we want to highlight Greta Gobble on the golf course. And again, we want a big shout out to Santa Papa John. He's our social media marketing influencer who's promoting the books. And it's going to be a great holiday season. So again, you can meet Greta Gobble on the golf course. And Kurt, I know you're a golfer and family has time to pull up the ABCs on YouTube. We could all learn the ABC or the numbers 1 through 9 with Greta Gobble on the golf course. That's what we're going to be doing to the end of the month.
Excellent. Love it, love it, love it. Alan, I'm going to pass it over to you and I'm going to give a start out for you saying thank you for your service because I know you are a veteran as well. So, Alan, what are your thoughts with being you are a veteran? What does Veterans Day mean for you?
Well, Veterans Day to me is a somber but also a happy and a reflective moment. I'm going to start by tagging and pigging on off of Debbie Miller. I'm going to be sending all kind of positive vibes and support and love to your son. I remember being in Germany the first year I went. I actually spent with the German family, so I know what it's like. They say that when the soldier serves, the family serves. So kudos. I love you, and I honor what your son is and all the veterans. But what it means to me is, first of all, I remember Sunday was the 249th day, I believe, of the Marines. So it was Marine Day on Sunday, and then it was followed by Veterans Day, so we don't forget them as well. And I want to also continuous support of, I am so proud of the Project Die Hard. I will be tuning in, nosing around, and supporting Brian and everything he's doing to continue to keep that word, that whole vibe alive, and making sure and like Marianne said, Santa Papa, I'm working on with him on the 24th to the 26th. They'll be doing some very special things, reading to the children. So in short, this is a very beautiful time, but it's also a time to reflect that those who are out there they don't have the loved ones, they don't have the family, and check in. Your big uncle is looking at you. You know, Alan knows. People knows that I'm big uncle to the world. So I want to. If you have a call, if you need a year, to let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for bringing this up and putting the Disability Channel, Project Die Hard, the World of Ability, and everyone who's giving back to just those who don't have someone as well as those who have one. Be kind to another, be loving one another, and support each other's visions and dreams. Back to you, Sue, Debbie, Marianne, Robert, and Mr. Kirk over there hiding in the wings. Save the pizza because I want some. Back to you, Miss Susan.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alan. So, Robert, I'd love to have you comment as well here, whether it would be thoughts on Veterans Day or about the upcoming holidays. Over to you, Robert.
Well, yeah, thank you so much. So I really appreciate it. I just want to say Happy Veterans Day to Mr. Allen. Very well deserved. Thank you for your service. And what it means to me is just having the freedoms that we enjoy in this country, right? I mean, the freedoms that we live, that they fought for, the veterans have fought for. World War II, World War One, World War II. I mean, it's just incredible what these people have fought for and what we're living now. That's what it means to me. And I just want to say very quickly, I remember my website, I had stage fright earlier. It's tiwithrobert.com. So thank you very much, Sue. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you guys.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Robert. And Kurt, before I pass it to you, I'm actually going to bring up real quick, I do have Greta Gobble in the wings, quite literally. So I'm going to go ahead and share the video that's online here. So here we go. Oh, you know what? Give me 1 second. I think I just did a one. You know, you'd think if you do this enough times, you would remember all the steps in sharing. I need to share the sound here as well. So 1 sec. We will share with you Greta Gobble on the golf course. And I'm not sure if you guys are hearing sound. I don't have sound right now, but I do see all the
No, there is no sound. There
No
is
sound?
no
Okay.
sound. So you can focus.
And just like that, you know how to sign 1 through 9.
Is
It's
that cool or what?
I love it. So that is something that is super easy to share. And
If you can pull up the Apple app game too, you can show that too as well.
so, well, and I'm going to go ahead and actually pass the mic over to Kurt for a moment because I did want, before we're done here, I want to share what had happened on the Project Die Hard Mission Monday update the other night. We did get to meet the band, but there was also I'm going to say a very sad piece that happened towards the end that we shared with everyone, and it brings back around the whole reason why Project Die Hard exists. And if you want to go ahead and share the recap from all that.
Well, the idea is on Sunday, or I'm sorry, not Sunday, on Monday with Mission Monday. Um, you know, we were celebrating what happened on Sunday with a great event from the church, and and then it's all about looking forward to Saturday with what we're doing. So all of this great support and what we're accomplishing, with Project Die Hard, and great conversation about it all. The band that is playing Saturday was being interviewed on Monday. And so with Veterans Day on Monday, just really reaching a high when we look at the shows that we've had on Project Die Hard, during all the time of doing podcasting. We just were kind of in an exceptional place on, how we were sharing of our hearts, and, how we could be Project Die Hard team with their band and really making a connection. And then all of a sudden, Brian reported he looked at his phone and he had to go. And so, okay, and people call him that he's on the mission, and he responds to calls. And that's why he's got us as a team to go. So he goes and he takes care of the call. Next thing you know, on Facebook, he's chiming in, reacting to us on Facebook comments of us being on the show. And he talks about, I believe he was saying it was the mother and then basically the family of a veteran calling that they had lost their family member, their veteran. We lost the veteran on Monday.
So, and that is, it speaks loudly to why Project Die Hard exists. And that one, it was like, could have pushed me over with a feather at that moment. It's like to have that report coming in at that time during the show. And we had just been all up celebrating and enjoying the music because the band actually gave a little sneak peek performance for us live on the event that we were doing there on Monday night during the update. And still kind of flying on the, oh my gosh, these guys are awesome. I can hardly wait for the concert on Saturday. And then to have that be the piece that's chiming in that, you know what, another veteran lost their life to suicide. And it's like, this is not the way I want to see the world. I want to see good things. There's so many good things, and how it can be that happens. It, like I said, you could have pushed me over with a feather. That was a moment that's like total reality check. I can't go back and help that particular person, but you know what? I'm hoping that I'm hoping that what we can do with reaching out, with doing this fundraiser, with having Project Die Hard, with all these things, that we can make a difference. That's all we can hope for. We can do all the things that we can, as long as we're doing what we can. Then we have to try. So that's my 2 cents worth on all that, and I hope that the word goes far and wide. ProjectDieHard.org. That's the website if you want to know more about what that organization all is. Kurt and I are both ambassadors with them, and we host the Monday updates. So we are on every Monday night because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of growth happening. There's good things in motion, and we need that to snowball. And we need to get, there's actually a property in Illinois where there's 20 acres and a 10,000 square foot building that building needs work. So that was all donated to the organization, and it needs a lot of work. So we need help. We need money. We need volunteers. We need skills. We need things that I can't do. And it's a little ways away from me. I'm in Wisconsin, so I can't just drive down tonight and pound a few nails. It's not an option for me. So if you know people in the area around McCanda, Illinois, let them know about Project Die Hard. That's something that I sincerely reach out and ask, because we all know people, and hopefully somebody knows people who knows people who knows people who are in the area and can make a difference on site there. And the goal is to have places all across the country, but we got to finish this first site needs to be finished first before we can get to growing and expanding elsewhere. So with that, any last thoughts that you guys all have? I want to make sure everybody gets their word in before we go. Kurt?
Yeah, so we're gonna bring this back swinging because yesterday was, as we declare in our house, at one of these national holidays called Sue Roscoe's birthday. Happy belated birthday, Sue.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Feeling the love.
Happy belated birthday, Sue.
Awesome. Absolutely love it. I know Kurt's got one coming up here in a few weeks, and we always consider it a national holiday. So he's got a whole lineup going.
No, global holiday.
Oh, sorry, it's upgraded. We're now a global holiday. We know people who know people, and we are global these days. I love it. So his birthday actually is on the Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend this year. So y'all are on holiday and have a few minutes. You got to look up. He's got a whole agenda going for, I don't know, 36, 48 hours. I don't know. How long is it? It's going to be ongoing and fun. Kurt, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be the dress rehearsal for the 37-hour run by Community Pay It Forward, a miracle when a community comes together. So I know Greta is pretty fantastic, but I'm campaigning to be your favorite turkey. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Well, I also want to give you a shout out to the veterans too. How I got to the Big Island was through my Navy man friend, and we stayed at Waikoloa Village, and those veterans were part of the UXO that were cleaning up the explosives in the islands of Hawaii and around the world. So I got to do some traveling, and I created while I was these different locations. So that was Greta Gobble on the Big Island. So a big shout out again to the UXO for cleaning up the explosives around the world. And Leon McLaughlin too, he's a hero for bringing Clean Water Foundation filters worldwide, so we do have fresh drinking water. Mahalo to all the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and our Coast Guard. So back to you, and aloha. I'm Marianne of Waikiki.
So thank you, Marianne. Ellen, did you have any last thoughts to share?
Well, happy belated birthday, Miss Sue. Yeah, I also want to extend my deepest and most sincere condolences to Sue. And Kurt, let that family know. When we lose a veteran, there's no words. Family, they want to, obviously take it upon themselves to be private, and they want to, only in time with it, but know that we love and honor you and thank you them for their sacrifice. And we will continue to fight and be the voice and the advocate for this young man and his family and around the world, because Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Space Force, we all salute and honor and respect and continue to send positive and loving ways to the entire family that lost a loved one. And Project Die Hard is a mission that I will be honored to be support. Thank you again for having us and being part of your vision tonight and always with the Disability Channel.
Thank you so much, Alan. And you know what? I know a few signs with sign language, and one that if you don't know it yet, do you guys know the one for I love you? That's one that you can spread around the world. That one's a nice, easy one. Share that around. If people don't know that, you know what? even little itty bitty kids, before they can speak, they can sign, they can recognize that. You can tell them, I love you. And you
Right.
can tell people that across the room, across the road, you know, there's all sorts of signs you can give people. This is one everybody wants to receive.
Yes, and Sue, what that is, the letters are the letter for I, the letter L, and the letter Y, all combined. It's all I love you.
Beautiful. I love it. You guys are wonderful. Always so happy to have you guys part of this community here. We are the TDC Today Show communities, and as always, we thank you.